right. So week 9 is fastly approaching, and we're going to do something a little different. We're going to just throw a bunch of questions out there, and we both are going to have our say so, and we're going to do it in rapid fire style. So here we go. First question. Let's talk about the Colts owner, Carly Earsay Gordon. Is the Colts owner wearing a headset on the sidelines a brilliant hands-on leadership strategy, or is it simply a distraction that undermines the coaching staff?
I think it's a distraction, but that's just me. I mean, you haven't heard too many owners having a headset on. I mean, I don't know.
So I saw a video from her. She had a press conference today. Um, I seen the video, and for lack of better terms, she's like, "Okay, I'm trying to learn what it is," because she inherited that team from her father who passed away, Jim Irsay, and she's trying to learn what it is to know, and also breed a sense of accountability on that sideline. So we can't be, in her words, and I'm paraphrasing, we can't be making no $1 million mistakes. Now I can't say it's distraction because that team is currently 7-1. See, and my thing is, I feel like it'll be a different tune everywhere. And you could go look, find the video, look at the comments, and see, oh, it's a brilliant idea. It's this, that, and the fourth. It'll be a different tune if that team was losing.
You're right. Yeah.
Next question. Chiefs and Bills. That was thought provoking right there. Chiefs and Bills, the rematch. Is this battle between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen? If the Chiefs win in Buffalo, are the Bills a Super Bowl contender? Is the narrative dead or buried for the season for the Bills being a Super Bowl contender if the Chiefs win?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll say this first. Let me say this first. Kansas is doing that thing that they normally do always.
Yeah, they don't rest up.
Like they've survived the suspension of Rashee Rice. Worthy is back. They still got Kelsey there, which we all know how we feel about Kelsey.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just know how to win. And so I think even with Bills being the favorite, quote unquote, to win the AFC and go to the Super Bowl, they still gonna have to go through Kansas. So I think in this rematch, yeah, I mean it's week 9. I know it's gonna hold some weight, probably, later on in the playoff. But I don't know, man. That's a good question. I think the Bills are still somewhat of a contender. I haven't really been liking what I've been seeing from the Bills. But at the same time, I know how for real Kansas is, and they just the team to beat. Especially, I mean, yeah. I feel like they'll always be the team that you have to go through in the AFC, no matter what, until somebody beat them.
So my answer to that question is either or, simply because the Bills have proven to beat them in the regular season. I think they just went up to Buffalo last year or the year before last, one of those, and they beat them. It took a game-ending interception, but they beat them. The problem is whether the Bills win or not. At some point, they're gonna have to go to the learning tree that is the Kansas City Chiefs, and they have proven to me time, and time again that they cannot beat the Chiefs. So it doesn't even matter.
That's what it comes, and that's what I mean. I think you said it best. I mean, that's what it's gonna come down to. Can you beat Kansas in the playoffs? I mean, yeah, you want to beat them in the regular season, especially being in the same conference. You want to get a higher seed in if it comes down to that. But when it matters, when you go to the playoffs, are you going to be able to beat them? And it only been a few teams that has been able to beat Kansas City in the playoffs.
There's only been one to be, if you want to think about it for real. It's only been one, and that's Cincinnati Bengals.
Right. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the NFC North race for a second. So even if the Lions win against the Vikings, is the surging Green Bay Packers, who are riding a multi-game winning streak, secretly the more complete team and bigger threat to win the NFC North?
Nope.
I take that back. I say heck yes.
You think so?
I think they're the sleeper team in that NFC North race. I think they can. I really think they can pull it off. Now, don't remember
Well,
they dropped one to the Lions earlier in the season, right?
yeah.
One thing I've noticed about the Lions is that they start off well, but those injuries start piling up. And they ain't been injured this year. We almost 2/4 of the way in the season. They ain't been injured this year.
I look
So,
at
but
it.
yeah,
I kind of look at it like this. Okay, for the Green Bay Packers, right? I kind of look at it like this: the first 2 weeks of football, Green Bay Packers had everybody scared. The Michael Parsons effect was the effect
yeah,
of the defense. Okay,
yeah.
since then they dropped one to the Browns, 13-10.
That is true.
Tied.
But you can't sleep on the Browns defense though.
I know, I know. They tied with the Cowboys.
Oh.
They played bad against Cincinnati, but they pulled that one out. They
Mm.
played bad all the way up until like the last bit of the second half. They pulled that one out. Then they had a close win to the Cardinals, 27-23. And
That's
then they
good.
just beat the Steelers Sunday by 2 scores, which
Yeah.
the Steelers defense has been looking horrible, but that's another show for a different day.
Trash.
But I look at it, I feel like that division is wide open.
I think it's a 2-team race.
I think I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and I think it's wide open. I still like, I mean, I think the Bears are pretty solid when they're not playing playoff teams because I don't know how they lost to the Ravens Sunday, but
Oh,
nevertheless.
well, I'll tell you how. But go ahead.
But anyways,
Another show for another day.
Browns, Bills, Bears, God dog. Bears is a solid team. We already know about Detroit. We know what Green Bay is. And I still like Minnesota to sneak in a few divisional games too, if they still got some left, if JJ McCarthy is there. But
Well, Sam Darnold he's done for the year.
man, I mean,
And JJ McCarthy is about to come back after being
I,
injured for the first part of the season.
I still think it's
2-team race.
I think it's at least a 3-team race, including the Bears. I mean, the Vikings is really like the wild card out of the division. But all of the teams is almost either at or above 500. And so, with that being said, I just think I still think it's wide open. It's still a lot to be seen, and it's still a lot of football left. And it's a week by week sport. So I can't say that the Green Bay Packers is going to run with it.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna run with it, but I think they're gonna narrowly win it simply because right now, Jordan Love. While you mentioned some of the failures, let's talk a little bit about the successes. I think he's only played like one divisional game. I think it's only been one. And who knows you more than your division?
That's true. But didn't they play the Vikings?
Yeah, they play the Vikings. I apologize. So he has 2 division games. So I think he's like, what is it, 1-1?
Oh, they won in zip, but that was the only divisional game was the
Okay.
Vikings.
So they haven't even my fault. They haven't even played the
They
Lions
ain't
yet.
even played the Lions yet or the Bears.
So I mean, for what I saw Sunday night, yes, the Steelers defense is yeah. I don't see how the Steelers have won as many games as they did solely on that defense. But but yeah, Jordan Love put on the clinic that night. This dude I think he had like 20 completions. Who does that anymore? The last person to do that was Brett Favre.
What you mean 20 completions win? What are you talking about?
He had 20 straight completions in that game versus Pittsburgh.
20 straight completions. Last time I heard somebody do that was, I don't even think he had 20. Phillip Rivers, he went on a what?
It was like 17-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
17 and 19. But the last quarterback to do 20 straight completions in one game was Brett Favre. And Jordan Love did that the other night. And then the one incompletion after those completions, it was a throwaway. But we'll see. We will see.
There's a lot to be seen in that division. I'm just gonna be real with you.
We will see. Speaking of a division race, let's talk about the Houston Texans. Is Houston officially the best team in the AFC South? That's a dumb question because it's the Colts right now.
What?
The Colts are the best division, the best team in the league right now.
Yeah, the Colts is coating. And I don't know. They done drunk a Coke 45 because
they stopped being donkeys and started being horses again.
Yeah, the Colts. is looking pretty good, and I don't know whether that's because the owner got a headset or whether Jonathan Taylor is having a Saquon Barkley of a year. I mean, yeah, he's been with the coach for a while, but he's for the 3 weeks straight, he had 3+ touchdowns
Yeah.
in a game. He's balling out. Daniel Jones is not the New York Giants Daniel Jones. He's not the guy that run runs out the pocket and suddenly trips over himself at the
Mm,
5-yard
mm.
line. He's not the guy that fumbles. I mean, the offensive line is for real. I will say that. The offensive line is amazing. Jonathan Taylor is for real. He got playmakers on the outside. The defense is good. Everything is going right for Indy. But I say all that to say I think Indy will return to himself. Somehow or another, something gonna fade.
Well,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Well, speaking of Indy, so Colts versus Steelers.
no,
Is the
Lord.
Colts impressive 7.17-1 start and leading point differential legitimate, or will the Steelers Mike Tomlin magic hand them their second loss? I'm
Nope,
gonna say no. And in
nope.
fact, I will say this. I feel like the Steelers will be blown out.
Mm,
They
yeah.
can't stop the run. Jonathan Taylor is having an MVP like season this year. Steelers cannot stop the run. So that means what little pass rush the Steelers do have is it's not going to be as effective. See, the Steelers live off the other team trying to make a splash play. But when you are dead last in the league in defense, think you're 32nd in rushing and like 30th in passing? No. I think Daniel Jones and the Colts are going to go up to Pittsburgh to whatever y'all call that stadium now. I still call it Heinz Field, Three Rivers. I think they're going to put on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Steelers are ranked, I think, number 19th against the run. So not terribly bad, but not terribly good. I do worry about Jonathan Taylor though. I mean, he's a beast. I like him. He can catch the ball out the outfield. I mean, out the backfield. Um, physical guy. It's not gonna be a whole lot of arm tackling, Jonathan Taylor. Um, but it starts with him. We got to stop the run. I don't think it's anything different just because of what type of division we're in. We got to do it against Derrick Henry, which we may not be as successful versus him, but we got to do it. Derrick Henry. We got to deal with Junkins. We got to deal with Chase Brown. Running backs is nothing new for the Steelers. So I think it starts with him, and we're gonna have to disrupt the line of scrimmage for Daniel Jones. We got to somehow turn this kid back to that New York Giants, Daniel Jones. Um,
I think he got a little
but
confidence now.
I say all that to say this is a very scary game. I was scared of the last game. Told one of my guys I was scared of the Green Bay Packers game. He told me every reason why I shouldn't. We lost. And so this game I'm even more scared of, not because it's just 7-1, but this is the most probably one of the most complete teams in the NFL. They're like the Eagles on the AFC side because they got the offense and they got the defense to back it. And so yeah, it could get real ugly real quick. But I don't think we'll be blown out.
I,
I think that we'll lose if we lose this game. It'll be by 2 scores or more. Um,
that's
I
a blowout. Then if it's by two,
think oh 2 scores.
in my opinion,
I
if you
I
lose
said
by 3, then that's respectable. You
I
lose by 15, 17, 20.
10 to 14 point loss. I could see a 10 to 14 point loss, but I'm hoping that the Steelers defense can somehow get our ish together and allow Mike T to call the plays on the defensive side because
Mm.
Daryl Austin, Mike Tomlin kind of took a back seat this year with the defensive play calling, according to him. Now I don't know how true this is. I'm gonna have to look this up, but according to him, he's took a back seat in this defensive play calling, and so I think we should just let Mike T call the defensive plays because I could go on and on about the Steelers. Can we just move on about the Pittsburgh Steelers?
All right, last question. The NFL trade deadline is coming up. So,
Yes.
will any major names on the trade block, like pass rusher, running back, receiver, will they get moved before Tuesday's deadline?
I don't know, man. Teams acting a little different this year. Now, like
Yeah.
they don't want no help, and they acting like they don't want to win. Like for the Steelers, for example. But
Mm. I mean, y'all did make a trade with the Patriots.
yeah, boo.
Yeah.
We should have called the New Orleans Saints and traded for Chris Olave and put him over there in the receiver court. And we need another corner. Darius Slay, he can go. Darius Slay got to go. I'm almost willing to say Ramsey got to go. Ramsey and Slay can go. We can go ahead and reverse that trade, get Mika Fitzpatrick back, and get us a reliable corner and a young corner. Because Ramsey, for some reason, like I said, why are we back on the Steelers? Can we go
You went there. I just asked a question about the
I'm
trade
sorry, I'm
deadline.
on a rant, y'all, and every time I get a chance. But yeah, I think so. Yes, to answer your question, yes. Eventually, yes.
I don't think a big name is going to be traded because most teams are
Leave
going to
Ramsey.
have to like eat that contract. But I feel like it's going to be an underrated trade that's going to propel a team that's going to make it better for that particular team. Now, which team it is, I don't know.
Yeah, nah, I
Ah,
don't. Yeah, that's good.
boy,
I'm sorry, I keep going on the Steeler rampage. I must, I got some
I
stuff
can't.
I gotta say. Oh,
Uh, so, final topic. So here we go. So the World Series is going on as we speak.
yeah.
Right now, it's knotted up at 2-2.
Mm.
It has been a really compelling World Series tournament here. You got the Dodgers, who's the most expensive team in America today, with Shohei Ohtani and all them, and Freddie Freeman and all them guys out there. They just went through an 18 inning game a couple of nights ago. That ended at like 3 in the morning.
Yep.
So here's the thing: who you got?
I got the Dodgers. I like the Dodgers.
Ah.
And what? How does baseball work? Is it best out of what? Best
See,
out of
it's kind of sort of like the NBA when it comes down to it. Now, if the Dodgers would have won 4 straight, it would have been ball game,
oh, okay, they would have got swept. Okay.
right? But
Uh,
now it was Blue Jays, Dodgers, and Blue Jays just won last night.
well, I put it like this: they got Blake Snell pitching tonight, and see with baseball,
He
it's
pitched game one though, and
but see,
my.
but see, you never know what type of Blake Snell you're gonna get. See, you can get the Blake Snell that can have 8, 9, 10 Ks. And then you can have the Blake Snell that everything you throw, everything getting hit, you know.
Yeah, everything going out the ballpark.
Right. But with everything at stake, I mean, 2-2. I like the Dodgers to win this one. I mean, I could see this series going to game 7 just because the Blue Jays, you know, they got respective. See, with baseball, it's all about your batters. I mean, it really, you know, your pitcher, you want your pitcher to be good too. But if your batters are really the one to make the game.
I
So if
mean
I
that's
pick,
true. That's true. But I really feel like just like how in NFL, the majority of your games is won in the trenches.
right.
For me, with baseball, the majority of these games are won in the bullpen.
Yeah, there you go.
You got to have a strong bullpen, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking at this, and I see that I got the Dodgers winning tonight, but if it goes to game 6, if they win, of course it's gonna go to game 6. If it go to game 7, the next 2 games is gonna be in Toronto at the
Mm.
Blue Jays Heist.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at like how you looking at Shohei Ohtani. I'm looking at Vladimir Guerrero
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah. He bought.
um,
I will say
I want to see a
he
good game. I
bought
just want to see a good game. This has been a really good World Series. I ain't gonna front.
It's better than the last one, I think. I think was the Dodgers and the Mets last year.
No, last year was the Dodgers
Oh,
and the Yankees,
Yankees. Okay.
which I was so glad. Yes, I'm a Yankee hater.
Yeah.
I'm a Blue Jay hater too, but It's not the Yankees. But yeah. So big shout out to both of them. I really think at the end the Dodgers are going to win the World Series, but I don't think the Blue Jays is going to make it easy.
Oh no, ain't nothing easy in this world.
No sir, no sir.
Ain't nothing easy. Yeah.
But yeah, with everything in the comments, let us know what y'all think, man. Let's know what the questions about the NFL. You might have to go back through the video to figure out what we're talking about, and also with the World Series, who do you think is going to take it in the end? Do you think it's going to even go to a Game 7? Do you think that the Dodgers can win the next 2 games?
Right.
But we're going to go ahead and sign off. Again, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all to the subscribers. We appreciate y'all for being on this journey with us, man.
Yes, sir.
Just like look up at the top of the screen, we have a Facebook group. If you go on Facebook and search the Back Porch, we will gladly let you in there.
Back Porch.
Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? We come for you. Pause. But we're gonna go ahead and sign off. So this has been the Back Porch Show with your man Fonz.
And Quan.
And we are out.